What's up, y'all? So I wanted to come and talk to you guys about chakras today. I woke up this morning, I don't know why, but just super wanting to talk about it and wanted to kind of expand people's understanding of it, because I get questions about it sometimes, and I also see statements and things that clearly explains that we as people, and especially African American people, don't understand what chakras are and the connection to your body, your spirit, your organs, everything. So I'm here to give a basic understanding of chakras and what they mean and what they represent. So I have a few definitions here that I pull from Google, but I'm also going to give my understanding of it. Some of you may or may not know, but I'm a certified yoga teacher, 200-hour, and I'm also in the process of getting a naturopathic naturopathic certification. I'm not a practitioner or a license, because in my state it's illegal to practice naturopathic medicine, but I'm being certified in it, just because, even like I said, in my state it's not legal to practice, but I still want to know the stuff. So I'm still taking the time to educate myself about it and invest in it, because I want to know it. So when that time comes, or if I move, everything will be good. Other than that, let's see. Oh, I'm also becoming a licensed aromatherapist and an NLP practitioner. That's just all my credentials, but I say all of that to say that those paths, if you're in any of those paths, would lead you in a sense to a spiritual curiosity, and all of it has the physical, the science, and the spiritual aspect to it. So that's why I said all that. But I want to talk to you guys about chakras. What are chakras? So when chakras come up, you may think of this person sitting, meditating, Indian style, with all these colors, right? These colors of them, and that's what chakras come up. And then it's like these wheels of energy was what a lot of people know them as well. But we're gonna get into it. So I pulled the Google definition of chakra, and I'm gonna try to make this a little quick. I'm just giving you a basic understanding. I'm not going into detail on how to heal them. Well, I'll give a little specs on how to heal them, how to, create balance or whatever. But I'm just gonna give you the basics of what chakras are, and their association with your body, the science behind it that backs it, and yeah, maybe a few books to get you started. But the Google definition that I found here is: chakra is a noun in Indian thought. Each of the centers of spiritual power in the human body, usually considered to be 7 in number. You have people that argue that it's 8. You have people that understand that we have tons of chakras in our body, but you have the 7 main vibrational or high frequency points in your body, and those are the 7 or 8 chakras, however you want to say it, whatever you want to believe, it's up to you. I believe they're chakras. And I do believe we have a center point in the center, but either way, I'm going to get into the spiritual and the logical aspects of chakra. So it's also believed when you have these chakras, these energy points in Indian thought, and balance within yourself, you bring balance to the world. That's just a nice little quote, spiritual quote, and living in unison with your God-like being, pretty much. I'm gonna get into, let me say one more thing about chakras in a spiritual sense, and just in a physical sense too as well, because I'm going to tell you how chakras connect with your endocrine system. So before we go there, I just want to say, when you get into that process, and if you're here to kind of understand how to open your chakras, like I said, I'm not going into detail about that, but when you begin to open your chakras, or to unblock your chakras and either balance them or wake them back up, it's a very intense experience, and it is ongoing as well. It's a long process. You know, I hear a lot of people talk about balancing their chakras as if it'll happen like tomorrow if you meditated, or within those 30-day practices if you meditated. In my experience, my personal experience of opening my chakras, it has been years, and I don't think all of them are completely balanced. That's just to be completely honest. I think it's rare that many of us chakras are balanced. I think I don't know, this is my thought, but when you have a chakra balance, you kind of live just in solitude, almost in peace, maybe, and just meditate all day. I don't know, you're a monk. But that's just how much peace, how much inner balance you have when your chakras are balanced. But yeah, I'm not fully balanced, but I know that it's taking years. It's very intense. And once you begin opening them, it's ongoing, it doesn't stop. You can't open one and just stop. It's almost as if it's an energy field. And when you or it's a bowl, a singing bowl, or you know what, better yet, I'm using one of those little office things. What are those things called? That bounce back and forth. Anywho, when you hit this, when you wake up one, it kind of vibrates to all the rest, right? And it's like all of them become active in a sense. Some may spin in balance, some may spin quicker than others, or some may just still be a little stagnant, but it's an ongoing process. You can't stop. You can't stop. But that's a little bit about chakras, and then I'm going to take you to the endocrine system real quick. And what it is. The endocrine system in our body is pretty much the hormonal areas and glands of our body. I'm going to give you the definition that I found. It's pretty long, or it's pretty lengthy, but I'm going to read a little bit of it here. It says, your endocrine system includes all the glands in your body that make hormones. These chemical messengers play a key role in making sure your body works the way it should. If your endocrine system isn't healthy, you might have problems developing during puberty, getting pregnant, or managing stress. You also might gain weight easily, have weak bones, or lack energy because too much sugar stays in your blood instead of moving into your cells where it's needed for energy. And when you hear too much sugar in your blood, you hear, as African Americans, we suffer from that a lot. Our endocrine system is not healthy if you have diabetes. If you have any blood issues, I mean, a lot of us don't have to have diabetes to have a imbalanced endocrine system, but we're going to get into that a little bit later too. But I just wanted to make sure you heard that. Key parts. Many different glands make up the endocrine system. The hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and pineal gland are your brain. The thyroid and parathyroid glands are in your neck. The thymus is between your lungs. The adrenals are on top of your kidney, and the pancreas is behind your stomach. Your ovaries, if you're a woman, or testes, if you're a man, are in your pelvic region. Hypothalamus. This organ connects your endocrine system with your nervous system. Its main job is to tell your pituitary gland to start or stop making hormones. And then it goes into all the points of each gland, and I don't want to read all that, but the hypothalamus, we could just stop right there. This organ connects your endocrine system with your nervous system. Its main job is to tell your pituitary gland to start or stop making hormones. So you have an intelligence in your body that's telling other organs what to do. And where does that intelligence get its message from? Think about that. So that's a little breakdown of the endocrine system, and that was a little breakdown of what chakras were. Now I want to get into the connection between the two, scientifically and spiritually. right? Because we got a lot of spiritual people, then we got a lot of logical people, or sciencey people, or people that don't believe in the connection of spirit, and think that, you know, chakras are this hoo-hey stuff that people talk about. It ain't a real thing, or it's just a spiritual thing, just, you know, just that mindset. But it's definitely a connection in both, psychologically and spiritually. Everything is psychological and spiritual. I mean, it's like connected. So let's make sure we hitting these points. I got my notes here because I'm just so like, y'all gotta know this stuff. I ain't playing with y'all. We gonna educate some people. We gonna educate some folks. So another thing I wanted to mention before we go into the connection to the endocrine system is ancient Egypt had this pretty much painted on the walls. We always talk about this. Whenever we get into something, discover something to be true, we always take it back to, oh, it was written on the pyramids back in ancient Egypt, you know, and they're shocked because they don't have the technology that we have. And they're like, well, how did they know that? We always know what we know. We just get blocked by fear and trauma and all these other things that we believe are real, which is an illusion. Therefore, we're asleep in our knowing. But we always know these things. These things aren't new. These things aren't new under the sun. The ancient people knew this. They painted it on the walls. It was a real thing, okay? So back in ancient Egypt time is when they discovered the, you know, the pineal gland, the third eye, and all of these things, the hypothalamus and the adrenal glands, all these things they realized was producing hormones into our body and had high energetic points in the body, which connects to the root thought of chakra, right? Indians decided that they were going to call these things chakras and say they have colors to them because they put off auras, which I do believe is a thing. You do pull off auras. When you're happy, you glow yellow, like you're yellow. You're more glowy when you're happy. When you're sad, you're dull. You're slumped over. You have a darkness over you. You do have auras. Auras are real, and I'm pretty sure my aura is like reddish, yellowish right now. I'm glowed up. I'm good. My aura is high. You have auras in your body. But anywho, getting to the corresponding glands and the chakras and all these good stuff. So, root chakra, the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. Let me pull up my other stuff. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm almost there. I'm almost organized here. Oh, there it is. So the root chakra, which is red, and its element, I'm going to give you the elements, its main focus, the need for it, its corresponding gland, and what happens when it's imbalanced and when it's healthy. So, root chakra, red, and that's what it's called. It's a root chakra. Also, let me take y'all back. I'm sorry to be jumpy, guys, but before we get into this, root or chakras or adrenal glands have masculine and feminine energy, so it's a balance inside of the body. So everybody has a masculine and feminine energy. So I'm going to tell you which chakra is masculine, which chakra is root. Which chakra is feminine. So now let's get focused. So root chakra, which is red, element is earth. Its food type is protein. This is what helps it maintain balance, protein. And that's protein, high protein, like grains, beans, and from earth, because this is the earth chakra. You have to eat things that are from earth to keep it balanced. You have to eat high protein greens such as spirulina, any type of algae, just really high in protein. So this helps that root chakra stay balanced. And its main focus is physical existence. Basic right is to be. Basic need is safety. Its corresponding gland is the reproductive gland, or the testes in men and ovaries in women. That ain't what I wanted to do. Ovaries in women. So this is the root chakra as well. It's down there in that area. And my little notes threw me off. It kicked me out. And it controls sexual development, obviously, and secretes sex hormones. The root chakra is connected to the testes, kidneys, and spine as the organs. And when it's healthy, when it's positive and have healthy qualities, you have more stability, vitality, loyalty, prosperity, patience, tenacity, and career success. When it's imbalanced, signs that you may show in your body is bowel, blood, or bone disorder, obesity, anorexia, anxiety, financial problems, chronic fear, materialism, and instability. This root chakra also is very keen on survival, right? It's one of those survival chakras that's blocked by fear. And as this, one of the things I was thinking about when I was talking about this is just that as African Americans, our root chakra is so inactive, and we are so fearful and so much in survival mode. This also goes back to psychology and the certain economic backgrounds. They can't get out of that poverty or that lower level vibration because their root chakra is inactive. It's unhealthy. They fear safety of their lives. They fear not being able to pay a bill. They fear just being homeless. So much fear. One of the ways to open the base chakra is you have to allow your fears to become clear. You have to ask yourself, what are you afraid of? And then proceed with surrendering that. Now, like I said, the chakra opening process takes time. It's not going to happen like just by you meditating and listening to that. When you begin to open a chakra and you meditate on that, you will begin to go through a path that's going to expose you to things that's going to strengthen that. It's going to take you on a path. I don't know how long that path takes. It may take a month. It may take years. I don't know. But that path it takes you on with adjusting life and experiences with people is to strengthen it and grow that root chakra. Your root chakra begins to open, if that makes sense. Next chakra is the sacral chakra. It's the second one. It is orange and it is feminine in nature. And its element is water. So to keep this chakra balanced, you have to give it liquid, right? You have to drink from the earth. You have to drink water. You have to keep your body hydrated for this sacral chakra to be in good balance. Its basic right is to feel, and its basic need is variety. So this water chakra, adrenaline gland, or is connected to the adrenal glands. It regulates the immune system and metabolism. It's connected to bladder, prostate, ovaries, kidneys, gallbladder, bowel, and spleen. So on this root chakra, this sacral chakra, which is orange and masculine, it deals with pleasure and it's blocked by guilt, pretty much. What do you blame yourself for? You have to open it by forgiving. Really going through the process of forgiving things that you blame yourself for. It gets deep. Everything. I truly believe that everything has an emotional connection. Like, we can live in health and peace and prosperity when we address the emotional issues that keep us in dis-ease, that keeps us or that causes us to create cancer in our body. It's all back to your emotional state, the choices you make, and I want to get into that on another video. I don't want to keep being long-winded here because I can talk all day about this. Next chakra is the solar plexus chakra. It's the third chakra, and it is yellow and masculine. And it is, again, the solar plexus chakra, its element is fire, and it senses by sight. And its main focus is power and identity. And its basic right is to act. And its basic need is significance. And I just realized I didn't tell you guys the sacral chakra qualities and the imbalances. So let me get to that later. We're still on the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is connected to the pancreas, regulates metabolism, and its organ is intestines, pancreas, liver, bladder, stomach, upper spine. When the pancreas, which is an element of fire, is blocked, it's blocked by pain. It deals with willpower. And you have to ask yourself, what are you ashamed of? What are your biggest disappointments with yourself? Acceptance and truth of who you are is what's going to help this chakra open. When it's a positive or when it's an active chakra, healthy chakra, you experience power, confidence, charisma, will, humor, leadership, and clarity. When it's a block, imbalanced chakra, you experience digestion issues, kidney or liver problems, timidity, rage, diabetes, ulcers, bullying, chronic fatigue, and low self-esteem. So those are some of the emotional things that you experience when that is imbalanced, when that is not producing the proper hormones into your body. Because again, our endocrine system deals with our hormones, and our emotional state and function of the body. So these are things you feel when that area, when that chakra is imbalanced. Okay, guys? Good. I hope we understand each other here. Now, let me take it back to the sacral chakra, which was the second chakra, orange. When it's positive, you experience joy, creativity, adaptability, sensuality, fertility, emotional range, and sexuality. So when this chakra is balanced, your emotional range is like out there. You're affectionate. You're like into being vulnerable in a sense, not in a negative way. When it's blocked, you experience genital, sexual, or fertility issues, erectile dysfunctions, malfunctions, lack of, what is the proper word to use for females? Lack of moisture in the vaginal area. That was good. That was tactful. Fear of intimacy, rigidity, bladder issues, and dehydration. Maybe I did say that. I don't know. So that was what you experience when the second feminine chakra is imbalanced for both men and women. Okay? Everybody has a feminine and masculine balance. Moving on to the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. It is the thymus gland right here in the center of the heart. It regulates the immune system. Regulates the immune system, guys. And its organ is heart and lungs. So, heart chakra is obviously love. It's blocked by grief. Sometimes it's parental grief, why parents weren't there for us, or, something that small to something very large, a death in the family. Or it's really when this heart chakra is blocked, it's the belief that love has left you, that love isn't always here, and what keeps us, vibing high, and what keeps us alive is love, the highest energy of them all. So its basic need is to love, and its basic right is to love, and its basic need is to love and be loved. When you have an active, healthy love chakra, or heart chakra, or thymus gland that produces great hormones or balanced hormones, you experience love, trust, healing, gratitude, compassion, connection, and forgiveness. When this chakra is blocked, you receive asthma, apnea, heart and lung problems, breast cancer, allergies, immune disorders, antisocial behavior, and thymus issues. Okay, moving on. Throat chakra, which is the fifth chakra, connected to the thyroid gland and regulates body temperature and metabolism. Thyroid gland is connected to bronchial tubes, vocal cords, respiratory system, all areas of the mouth, including tongue and esophagus. Throat chakra is blocked by lies, the lies we tell ourselves, and the lies the lie of the life we're living. If you're not living a life that's connected to the passion, the thing that makes you happy and excited, then your throat chakra is blocked. You are not happy fully in your life because you're not being that artist that you know you should be. You're not being that painter. You're not being that designer. You're not being that beautician, or you're not being whatever it is that you want to be. And that's why your throat chakra is blocked. And throat chakra, this element is sound, is part of hearing. So what you feed into your hearing senses can either help heal or block your throat chakra. Its basic need is to express, and its right is to express, and its basic need is express truth. When your throat chakra is balanced, you experience more truth, purpose, expression, artistry, virtue, mastery, and communication. When it's blocked, you have thyroid or hearing problems, teeth or gum issues, lying, stiff neck, TMJ, Tourette syndrome, lack of purpose, and stuttering or mute. And with the third eye is connected to the pituitary gland. I don't know if I told you the gland. It produces hormones and governs the function of the previous 5 glands. Sometimes the pineal gland is linked to the third eye chakra as well as the crown chakra. So think about that deeper, y'all. Think about the hormones that's released when you're blocking it, when you're telling yourself lies, when you're not living the life that you live. Like, you're blocking a hormone from producing into your body. I don't know, like, it's wild, it's crazy. It really is, and it makes sense. It just makes sense for me. Anyway, the last chakra, or the last of the 7 chakras, is the crown chakra. And this chakra is violet or white. Its gland is the pineal gland. It regulates biological cycles, including sleep. Its organ is the spinal cord and brain stem. So the crown chakra is a unified chakra, so it's not masculine or feminine. And I don't know if I told you, the third eye is a feminine chakra. The crown chakra is unified. So you have 7 chakras, and the feminine and masculine is broken down evenly between the 6. And then you have the last one, which is unified, which means that you're all with one. So you're both masculine and feminine energy, right? Its element is consciousness. And the way you strengthen it is through silence, fasting, solitude. It is connected to spirit and wisdom. That's its main focus. Its basic need is to know. Its basic right is oneness with the divine. When this chakra is healthy, you experience unity, wisdom, awareness, intelligence, understanding, miracles, and bliss. When this chakra is open, you are more able to manifest the life that you want easier, right? That means that everything is balanced in your body, and there's no blockages for you to envision what a life could be like with certain gains or successes. When you're not able to hold that vision and to be in that vision and feel that vision throughout your day, that means that your crown chakra is blocked, and there's a lot of emotional reasons behind that. Because we should be able to concentrate our mind on such a vision, a focal point, for periods of time without breaking concentration or focus. But a lot of times we repaint pictures of fear of past conversation, past issues, or songs or videos, and it blocks that vision. But when that vision is imbalance, a lot of people experience Alzheimer's, confusion, mental illness, over-intellectualism, depression, apathy, stroke, Parkinson's disease. And again, this regulates the biological cycles, including sleep. And when the crown chakra is also imbalanced, you will experience sleep deprivation and a lot of insomnia. So, like I said, this chakra deals with the vision. And one thing that just struck my mind just now, as you've probably seen me pause, that I had a conversation with a client the other day, and we were talking about people experiencing Alzheimer's and how African Americans are experiencing Alzheimer's at a great rate now. And we were talking about a common person that we knew that was experiencing it. And she asked me, she was like, hey, I've heard that Alzheimer's can come from just being too smart, too intelligent. And, and at first I was like, I get that. And then, as me reading this chakra imbalance here, it says over-intellectualism can lead to an imbalanced chakra. And that makes sense because when you're over-intellectual, that means that you're just tossing in a lot of book text almost, it's safe to say. A lot of book text, a lot of text, a lot of information, a lot of remembering stuff from the past, and just too much information to the point. And that's not a bad thing, but it becomes an issue when you don't know how to turn your brain off. When you're always the super smart person and you never give your brain muscle a break to stop thinking. In that case, if we understand the muscle body, for fitness people, you can't work your muscles out without having some type of recovery day, without allowing your body to relax and grow during the relaxation process. So your brain is similar. You can't think all day and talk all day and be super smart all day without eventually cutting your brain off actively and consciously, which is sometimes only done through meditation. Cutting your brain, when you sleep, that's not cutting your brain off. Your brain is still active. Obviously it is. It's still playing pictures. It's still showing you videos and dreams sometimes. But even through science, they have proven that neurons and things are still firing during the time of sleep, especially women. Our brain never shuts down. The blood flow never reduces in women. It may reduce a little bit, but not a lot. Men, you guys blood flow can't stop. But neither here nor there. But just think about that. Think about the connection of all of these. Like I said, now it's over 30 minutes. I wasn't trying to make it that long. I just get into things, guys. I get into it. And it captivates me sometimes. But I hope you guys have a basic understanding of what chakras are now. I hope you kind of understand the connection between the chakra points and the endocrine system. Oh, I wanted to go over a few other things too. I gotta get out of here, guys. Reiki. Does Reiki help with balancing chakras? Yes, it does. What I am going to say, I have done Reiki and I do Reiki. And I do believe in crystal healing as well and energy healing. But what I will say is that do not expect Reiki to completely balance your chakras. Chakras are pumped and released in energetic or non-energetic due to your emotional state. So, laying on a table with a Reiki master or Reiki healer, waving their hand or their crystal wand over you is not going to completely balance your chakras and maintain their stability. You addressing your emotional states, you addressing the truth of yourself, your divine purpose, is what's going to open up those chakras fully. Now, I will say that Reiki, because I believe in energy and Reiki or energy and crystal healing, I will say that Reiki is a maintenance of the chakra system, if that makes sense. It's almost like if your car can run by itself, but sometimes you have to go get it pumped up. You have to get a maintenance. So Reiki, energy, crystal healing is a maintenance of the chakra system, but you have to do the work. You have to go on your path. You have to go on your journey. And if you start Reiki during that journey, I think it would definitely be beneficial as well. So yes, I do feel like Reiki and crystal energy healing does work. I got a couple of books I wanted to recommend for those who starting on their chakra journey and want to begin to heal them and wake them up and be more at peace and more happier. These are basic guides, basic beginner books. So the first book I have is Chakras Easy Guide for Beginners by J.D. Rockefeller. I don't have the book with me because I got it on Audible. So J.D. Rockefeller, Chakras Easy Guide for Beginners. He kind of goes over the same things that I went over. And he goes more into, I guess, meditations and mindfulness practices as well. The other book, which will go into the science background of chakras, is this book by Bezel Van Der, I don't know, MD. I don't want to say his name, so I'm just going to put it here. It's the book, The Body Keeps the Score, Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma. This is to understand the emotional body. So I hope you guys go on your journey. I hope you guys learned something. Hope you took some notes. If I left something out, please let me know. I tried to rush this. I still ended up doing 36 minutes, but I got to go now to my motherly duties and my yogi duties. And yes, let me know. Let me know if you like this video, if you would like more videos on different parts of the energy fields. We can go into the pineal gland and the brain. I'm very, very obsessed with the brain and its connection to spirit and its connection to the body. So I'll definitely be making more videos about that. But yes, be easy, love life, be about your spirit and your guap. Have a good day.